Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Hang with Drummer Boy Jones. I'm Jones, and I've got Patrick and Jason coming up, and you know what time it is. It's time for our Saturday morning rock talks. Today, we're driving into three killer bands. We're going to talk Jackyl, INXS, Velveteen Queen. Never heard of them. We're talking chainsaws, we're talking smooth grooves, and everything in between. You know it's going to get loud, and it's probably going to get opinionated, and a whole lot of fun. So crank it up, grab your coffee, whatever beverage you like to drink. Let's get into it right after this.
We're back.
We are back. I love it. I love it. Hey, everybody, and welcome to another Saturday morning hanging with Drummer Boy Jones. I have my buddy Patrick, I have my buddy Jason, where the gang is back together. We've been sort of hard to get all together the past 2 or 3 weeks, but we finally got back together. I'm glad. I've been looking forward to it.
Jonesy's got all the sweet tea ready for us.
Got all the sweet tea. And what else? What else is a good Southern thing?
Pecans.
The pecans.
Hey man, I just got I just got up. Brian's still sleeping because I'm in the basement and his mom hasn't made breakfast yet.
There we go.
So I'm hoping for some biscuits and gravy if we're down in
Yes.
Nashville.
There you go. Yes,
I
that's
love Brian's still asleep.
This is my basement background. So
I
yeah,
like it.
I live here now.
That's awesome. That is awesome. So how's everybody been doing the past couple of weeks? Good?
Very
Uh,
busy.
just working super busy. My schedule has not been kind to doing videos, so it's I appreciate you guys doing this early morning with me.
Oh
Yeah.
my God,
Cool.
I
absolutely,
got
dude.
100
This is
things
like
going
the
on
highlight of
today.
my week. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's me too. I got a lot to do today and to get done before the ball games. So
Yeah, that's exactly right. So
yeah.
as soon as we get off this thing, I committed to making some breakfast and then I got my honeydew list ready to go.
Yep.
excellent. Excellent. I
Yeah,
gotta do the grocery shopping before the playoff baseball starts. So
there you go.
There you go. There you go. So we had picked several weeks ago, we'd picked some albums we wanted to go over. And Jason's pick was Velveteen Queen. And was it the Consequences in the City?
Yep.
And Patrick's was INXS. All right. So I've got to ask this question. Is this album Live Baby Live or is it Live Baby Live?
it's live, baby, live.
Okay. I was curious. I didn't know. And I picked Jackyl's Best in Show. So I don't know who went first, but Patrick's the first one to my left. Let's get into INXS because
I
I'm
have
a huge fan.
when I was in the third grade when Kick got released. And if you were alive in that time frame of 87, 88, there's no way you escaped seeing them on TV or hearing them on the radio or seeing somebody wearing a shirt. And it almost seemed like at that time that the Kick album had it had like a fashion requirement with it because it was like it created its own movement of fashion for people too.
Yeah.
And they released that. It sold a gazillion copies, and then they came out with the follow-up right in the peak of hair metal
Mm-hmm.
and the beginning of MC Hammer and Vanilla Ice and all of these things. So it wasn't the most conducive time for them, but they still had a massive hit with X.
Yeah.
And to celebrate the X tour, they had finally conquered the UK, which had been a very tough market for INXS their whole career. And the very first time they played Wembley Stadium was opening for the Rolling Stones, and and they won that crowd over, which was not easy to do. But they talk about in the bonus features of the Live Baby Live DVD, they talk about the first time they played their opening for the Stones. The minute they hit the stage, they had stuff thrown at them. And but by the end of the concert, they had won the crowd over. And so every time subsequent to that they'd ever played in the UK, they could never get out of clubs. And this time they did. And they sold out 3 shows at Wembley Stadium with Jesus Jones and Debbie Harry from Blondie, and the Hot House Flowers was who they also played with on
Jesus
that.
Jones. I have not heard that name in years.
Check them out. They have some good shit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They have
I
some
really
really
like.
good shit. And this concert, they had sold it out. They wanted to capture it on film. They didn't just get a regular old recording company to do it. They hired a motion picture company to capture it. It was broadcast live on MTV all throughout the world when it happened. And I remember watching it on MTV, and then I kind of forgot about it until I got a CD player in '92, and I went and I was able to buy this Live Baby Live CD for $5.
Yeah,
And I don't think a month has gone by since then that I don't just jam the shit out of this record. I love it. I love the track listing. I love everything about it. The brand new songs that are on Live Baby Live are incredible as well. They made videos for them called Shining Star, which was awesome.
yeah.
And everything about what I love the most about it is on live records are some of my favorite records because there's more power behind them.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's a true raw representation of who you are is how you play live. And INXS was always kind of made fun of a little bit for being a pop rock band, but I always went, this is a band that's music is so good that it makes your body move.
Mhm.
You can get into a groove on it. They got some funk in there, but they also just they can bring it and they can rock. A song like Suicide Blonde, the studio version is just this mellow kind of. The live version on this fucking slays.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yep.
And, I adore Michael Hutchence. I'll say it till the day I die. In my opinion, he was the greatest frontman that ever stepped on a stage. I think he's that good. And I know Jason's just that just tears at the very core of who Jason is. He'll have his rebuttal. You'll never convince me otherwise. The man was the most charismatic frontman. And a little known fact is that Michael had incredible vision problems and couldn't see past about 10 feet in front of him without
Really?
any sort of help from contact lenses, and he refused to wear them. And he didn't really want to wear glasses. And so that Live Baby Live performance, he couldn't see how big the crowd was.
Oh my God.
He said it worked to his favor.
I would say so. Yeah. I mean, that is
It's a massive, massive audience.
massive. Yeah. And man, damn you, Patrick, you got me going down INXS rabbit hole. Because when you told me about this and you told me it was one of your favorites, I was like, okay, I get it. I mean, a lot of my stuff, people, when I talk about how much I love Bob Seger, but everybody knows I love my hair bands. And I went back because I'm like you. I had the Kick record. When it come out, I think everybody had the Kick record. It's all over MTV. But I had not listened to it in years. And I didn't even know that this live album even existed.
Yeah.
And man, you put me down a rabbit hole, and I'm still watching Michael Hutchinson, stuff on YouTube about his life and his death. And
Did you watch Mystify?
yes,
Ooh,
it's
heavy movie.
heavy. Yeah, his life was very heavy, and I mean, I'm like you. Looking back at it now, at the time, I didn't really realize it, and that's probably sad because that happens a lot of times when people die. Yeah, he was I'm not going to say he was the best front man ever made, but damn, he was a rock star. I mean,
I think you can say he's in the discussion.
He was a rock star. Absolutely. He had the look, he had the attitude,
The pipes.
Actually, that's where I was going with that. Man, the version on Never Tear Us Apart, his vocals on that, dang. And I just made a few notes. I mean, of course, I loved all the things, New Sensation. Mystify. Oh man, that gives you chills. I'd forgot about By My Side.
Great song.
I'd forgot
Incredible
about
song.
that song. Um, I love Need You Tonight, Mediate. Uh,
The saxophone solo in Mediate on this record is beautiful.
yeah, yeah. And like I said, Suicide and Blonde is so much heavier. Uh, Never Tear Us Apart with the vocals was killer. And just hearing the crowd when he gets the crowd participation, that
Yeah.
many people singing word for word, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was expecting I was not going to like it, and I actually loved it. I thought it was great. Um, when we was doing this, I think I even sent you a video. I was
You
out
did. Of you listening to it. Yeah.
and what sucks though, it's not on. I had to listen to it through YouTube.
Yep.
I couldn't find it anywhere,
Hmm.
and uh, which listening to it through YouTube through my car speakers back and forth to work, and it didn't sound that good through that, but
Okay.
but you get the point. Yeah, it was good. I loved it, and I'm glad you got me on that. I liked it.
What you think up in Canada?
Well,
Where do I start?
just for, just to clarify to everybody that watches this show and whatever, the greatest frontman of all time is Freddie Mercury, bar none. I will give Michael Hutchins a lot of credit. He does know how to command a crowd, but Freddie is Freddie. Now, this album for me is when you suggested it, yes, it wasn't on streaming services, and we've been a while since the three of us have gotten together. So a little background is I couldn't stream it where I was. I was up in the bush for 3 weeks. So Patrick had mentioned you could stream it on TV, and where we were had a smart TV. So I did the complete opposite, and shame on me is that I listened to this album with my eyes and I watched the live concert first. And let me tell you something. It was really fucking good. And it was
Magical.
so
Yeah.
good. I don't have to do the track listings because it's an INXS show, right? And it's like it's a greatest hits package show, which is great. And I didn't own Kick, but I read the hits. Sure, we all know the hits. And I'm just trying to think, the Rockstar INXS thing that I actually watched that because I was really intrigued back in the day. But let me tell you something. I ended up being a fan of this band because it was so beautifully recorded, the video version, so beautifully audio recorded. And because you can't stream the son of a bitch, I ordered the fucking vinyl off Discogs
Nice.
because it's that fucking good.
It is.
It is that. So I know this is very outside of the box for me. But man, you can't argue with what a beautiful package that was. Both musically and I guess videoly or whatever you want to say.
Visually.
Great record. I'll be happy when that son of a bitch shows up from overseas. We're having a postal strike here in Canada, so I don't know when the fuck you're going to see it. So it'll someday. And no, it thumbs up for me. And I know that's rare when Patrick gives me something that I actually like. So
it's a very rare thing. But
Where did you watch was that on YouTube? The only thing I found on YouTube was just the audio.
You can find the whole concert on YouTube.
Okay. I'm gonna have to go back because the one I kept was just the audio and a guy, every once in a while I'd just flip a picture over or something.
I gotta tell you, my favorite thing about that record was I knew Kick and I knew X inside out because those were the two big albums at the time. But hearing all of the older material in that setting too, songs by One and oh my God, The Wildlife and things like that. They're all incredible songs that you'll see visually. The entire concert is not on the audio CD. So there's songs that are on the film version, but my God, there is one song from X that I never really thought was all that great, but then you hear it live and it takes on a whole new meaning, is the song Hear That Sound. And that, because it was so good all those years ago, And every time I hear it, that became my favorite INXS song ever. Is a song called "Hear That Sound" that is on the live record. And I love that record so much. It's so incredible. It takes on a whole new meaning knowing that he's not here anymore.
Yeah.
You know, it really is. It's
Which
sad.
is sad. Yeah, that is sad. That's sad. I just but yeah, I mean, I'm like Jason, I I, I didn't expect to like it as much as I did. And
Mhm.
yeah, good pick. Very good pick.
Thank you.
Was a
Thank you.
good
I'm
pick.
excited to talk about your guys' picks now.
Who's next? Who do you want, Jonesy? You or me?
Go for it.
All right. So I brought to the table because Patrick knows because I've known him a little longer. I'm a big fan of past and present, uh, Swedish, Switzerland, Netherlands, all that kind of music. They still carry the flag. And a few years ago, I ran into a band called Velveteen Queen, and they had an EP in 20 called Theater Sessions in 2023, five songs, and it identified me. I really liked it. And then they had their first full independent release, which was this one, Consequences of the City. And now, well, they've just signed to Warner Music.
Okay.
So now they're backed by a label, and they just released their first single. It's out there on streaming called Liar. These boys are just a straight up fucking rock band. And man, are they good. They are so fucking good. And this song for this album for me, like the standouts, there's so many standouts for me, whether it be Barrel of a Gun, Trauma, Take Me Higher, Bad Reputation, the title track, of course. You can't take this. There's only one miss for me on this from being a 10 out of 10 album, and it's Stranger in the Mirror just doesn't work for me. Just the voices, it's like, dude, why are you lowering? You're trying. Okay, I don't know if he's trying to be Axl Rose with the lower voice, and all. I don't. It doesn't matter. That song for me just kind of didn't fit on the record for me, but it is what it is. Like it is a 9.5 out of 10 record for me. I have a playing copy here, and I had the opportunity to get one autographed through a friend of mine that deals with bands overseas and stuff. So I've got an autographed copy on my wall at work, and I'm a huge fan of this record. And I'm looking forward to what you two guys thought of it.
I'll say this. I liked it. I've listened to it for the better part of the last 3 weeks, at least probably 10 times. It's unlike you, Jason. I struggle a little more with the newer era of hair metal bands. I think the cream of the crop in that category is Midnight City.
Sure.
I
Yeah.
adore Midnight City. I don't think they've ever made a bad record or a bad song even. When I had heard bits and pieces of this record before you had mentioned it, so I'd never really sat with it. And on the first two or three lessons, I thought this is generic hard rock. But then it kind of starts to click with me. And that's my own personal problem because it's my inability to get over the hump with new artists. And I'm a fan now. You got me with this one, you asshole. You got me with it. I didn't want to like it, but I like it. And I do. I have a kind of a mishmash of what I think they are. I think they're like a poor man's Guns N' Roses meets
Yeah.
with a modern flair of like and I hate saying this because I hate this band, but they have like a modern Papa Roach kind of feel. And but it's way better than Papa Roach. Papa Roach is just absolute shit. Um, and I don't mean they sound like Papa Roach, but it just has that kind of feeling to it. The kids can play their instruments, which is huge for me. And they actually are not, they're not just playing songs that sound like somebody else. They're playing music that they've written. And if you know what I mean by that, it's they're actually doing something that makes it theirs,
Yeah.
not trying to just be something. And that I thought Barrel of a Gun was great. I thought Kenny's Blues was my favorite.
That's
I
cool.
thought that
Very
song
cool.
fucking rocked. And there's also moments in this album where they sound like Tesla, which is kind of cool. So But you're an asshole, Jason, because you got me.
Just straight up rock band.
Yeah, I can't say any better than that, and I'm happy because I would never have normally gave it 10 tries. I would have given it like 3 and been like, fuck this. But I just kept going back to it because I was like, no, there's elements I like here. I can listen to this again. I can listen to this. And now it's been in regular rotation the better part of 3-4 weeks. So
Yeah.
I like it. Good. A win for Jason.
Yep.
ah.
Well, when you guys mentioned it, I didn't even know how to spell it. What Velveteen? What? Never heard of them. And I'm just like you, Patrick. I'm not a big. It's hard for me to like newer bands in this genre.
Yep.
I don't know. It just is. But this one, put it on, punched me in the face right off the bat. I was just like, "Oof!" I don't know what it was. I put down, I'm just like you, gun. First thing popped into my mind, well, with Barrel of the Gun, actually, the first thing popped in my mind was sort of like, this is sort of Allison Chaney.
Yeah.
But I wrote down 3 bands. It was Alice in Chains, Velvet Revolver, and Guns N' Roses. I thought even to me, it had a Velvet Revolver type feel, about it. But I loved it. I thought, I mean, it's heavy. It's catchy, it's hooky. Trauma was, I love Trauma. And then
That's such a good song. Yeah,
and then, and Bad Reputation comes in, and it sounds just like Lemmy playing bass. It's got that distorted bass and the old Motorhead distorted bass at the first of that. I loved it. I was going through the title track. I thought is very Guns N' Roses, very, very, I'm sort of like you. It was A Stranger in the Mirror. And then you get to Take Me Higher, and we get some cowbell going. Anytime you can get some cowbell going, I am in.
For a drummer. Yeah. Drummer and his cowbell.
Yes. But, and then with the drum, the Last Sensation, that drum intro is amazing. I mean, it's real short, but it's fantastic. Kenny's Blues. I'm like, it definitely ain't blues. But it's got a lot of changes in that song. I mean, it just bounces. But I'm a sucker for bands that put a ballad last. I don't know why. Maybe it all started with Karabi and Drift Away.
Drift Away.
Yeah. And how a band sort of lets it flow out. I love that. And especially if it's a good ballad, because Warrant sort of done that too, is Stronger Now. And was Sad Teresa? It was the last song, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah.
On Doggy Dog. Yeah. So that when they do that, and that Dreamer is a very good ballad. Very, very good ballad. I'm Jason, you knocked that one out of the park too, man. That was a fantastic band I'd never heard of. And like I said, usually a new band that I've never heard of, a lot of times I don't like it, which is sad, but I'm like you, Patrick. A lot of the newer stuff, I just can't wrap my head around. Even though it's songs that you'd think you'd love, it don't click with me sometimes. But this did. Very catchy. I'm a hook guy. I love good.
They did a nice job of individualizing their music to be them and not, we're just playing rock and roll, like
right. Just
they did a nice job.
Well, I'm glad you boys liked it.
Yes.
Let's bring this to the Jackyl portion of the show.
Got my notes ready.
Jackyl portion of the show. Well, I will. And you guys definitely, when I put this one up, I was just going through because I was like, oh, I've not heard this in a while. I'm just going to throw this one out there. Because we was going to see Jackyl in a couple of days when we recorded that first one. And there's some songs on this Jackyl, Best in Show, by the way, 2012. I think this might have been their 4th record, maybe. And
yes,
I put it on there just because 2 of my favorite songs that Jackyl's ever done is on this record, and that's Encore and Screwdriver. I love those songs. But there's some on this record that's garbage, just to be completely honest with you. I mean, their cover of the Rolling Stones is horrible. I hated it. I love Poison's version with Blue Saraceno on the Crackers.
Oh, that record is so perfect.
I loved their version of that. This one, I didn't. And them doing It's Tricky. Nah,
Oh God,
that's horrible. So but now there's some great stuff in here. Whoops, I just hit play. I mean, Best in Show, Encore, Screwdriver, Horns Up. I liked all of that, but the cover. Maybe as me and Jason was talking a couple Saturdays ago when you'd give me some other stuff to listen to, they don't do covers very well. Jackyl just is not a very good cover band. Now, Hawksy, the guy that's on here with me a lot, he says they have a covers record that I've never even heard of, Staying
they
Alive.
do.
And he said there was some stuff on that was really good. I've not heard it. But I'll check that one out too. But as far as our picks this week, my pick is definitely by far my least favorite of all the three that you guys have done. But that does not change the fact that I'm a huge, huge Jackyl fan.
Sure.
Me and Hoxie, we just put up a video last night before last, of our concert review where we went and seen them a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I watched it. It was a great video.
Yeah, and it was a great show. It was such a great show. If you like Jackyl in the any way, go see them. I mean, we went to a place that was probably 1,000-seat place, and it might have been half full, and you'd have thought they was playing in Wembley. They didn't phone it in. It was amazing. And
that's when you know you're dealing with a good band, is if there's 5 people there or 50,000 people there, they sound exactly the same.
Yeah, and it was fantastic. That part was fantastic. But I'm curious to see what you guys think about that too.
I have never been a Jackyl person, and guilty as charged, because because of the chainsaw lumberjack thing.
Don't hate on the chainsaw.
I'm not. Let me go. But you have to understand that when Jackyl came out for me was 93, 92, 93.
Yeah.
And I was doing everything I could to get away from that damn Aerosmith record, Get a Grip, because it was everywhere and I hated it.
Yeah.
And I didn't want anything that wasn't complete glam rock. So I didn't start giving Jackyl a chance until I had exhausted that whole era of music.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard, Down on Me, and I was like, well, this song, I mean, you can't not tap your foot along to it. It just fucking kicks ass. And then I remember when Cut the Crap came out and they played Farm Aid, and that was on TV. And I thought, holy shit, why is Jackyl on TV in 1995?
Yeah.
Or 96,
Right.
like, this is strange. And then I remember when they also played Woodstock, and they made the news because Jesse James Dupree played naked on stage. And but of course the only clip that you can find of the Woodstock performance is their very first song on that, which was like I can't remember what it was, but it was something like Reckless and something or whatnot. And I watched that and I was like, wow, they actually have a lot of rock in their songs. They're not just cheesy as fuck. So I have given them a much bigger chance in the last 20 years. And I'm glad I did, because there's some stuff I really like. And when you recommended this, I started listening. I listened to it all the way through, and I immediately turned it off when Tricky came on, because it's like, fuck that.
Right.
And but Encore is a fucking killer song.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a killer song. And I actually like Better Than Chicken the best.
Oh yeah. Love it.
I thought Better Than Chicken was killer.
Love it.
I thought that was fun. Don't Lay Down on Me, the ballad. I mean, I guess you can call it more of like just a mid-tempo song.
Right.
I thought it was great. Jesse can sing, and I wish he would. He's got this bravado gimmick.
Yeah.
And that I guess he feels he needs to have, but man, he has some pipes and he can actually really sing. And I'd love to hear him do more of that.
Yeah.
But I know it doesn't fit their style. So.
Right.
Ready?
What about it,
Go
Jason?
for it.
Okay.
Let me get my notes.
Let's get in our time machine to like 3.5 weeks ago when we first, because I was excited when you said Jackyl. I was like, oh, I got a couple of their vinyls and I like some stuff. And so I put it on and I went golfing that day. And I think if Patrick will remember, I texted him and said, have you listened to this fucking record?
Yes.
And he's like, yes. And I go, it's awful. He's like, yeah, okay. However, we've had the time and I usually don't, like as Patrick would say, sit with it, but I did. I listened to it a few times and it's hard to take in a record when you're doing something else like
Yes.
mowing lawns or whatever. So
Yep.
I actually was just sitting and I thought, I'll just put my earbuds in and here we go. And I'll do my notes to properly give this. And you know what? It's not a great record. The good is good. The bad is really bad.
Yep, I agree.
But I mean, yeah, like Best in Show, great. Screwdriver, yes, my favorite tune on the record. Better Than Chicken, come on. Better Than Chicken? What a great song.
Yeah.
It's my favorite on the record, actually, just because we know what that's about, right?
Yeah.
You're correct in the cover of a Rolling Stone is horrific. Poison is the staple of that cover, even though Poison, that's the only good cover song they've ever done because they're even known for doing shit covers.
I agree.
Poison has done a cover record that is just a pile of garbage.
Yeah.
Their cover of Rolling Stone is so fucking good. And then whose fucking idea was it to get with Run DMC? Are you kidding me?
I don't know why DMC felt the need to go into the rock world because he's done stuff with Exodus and he's done stuff. He has like a side project with the guy from Exodus. It's called Generation Kill. That's terrible.
Really?
Hey man, $10 is $10.
Yeah, it's not good.
But all in all, like it's your typical Jackyl record, right? Like, yes, Jesse can sing. Jackyl is never going to be known to put out 10 out of 10 records. They're going to be half good, half filler. That's just who their whole career is. So, sign me up for a greatest hits package down the line because then I'll get all my killer. But yeah, no, it grew with me and I liked half of it. The two, it would probably get a much higher score if Rolling Stone and Tricky wasn't even on it, to be honest.
Yep.
Go with a 9-song record and it's fine for me. And yeah, Patrick nailed it. The dude can sing. Could you imagine if Angus Young would have called Jesse Dupree to finish that tour? He could have done it too.
Yeah.
There is a link to AC/DC because on Cut the Crap, Brian Johnson. So.
Yeah.
Yep. And you were talking about man, I found this one on iTunes. But they do have it come out in 2022. It's Jackyl 30, and it's coming in hot. And it's practically a live greatest hits of that tour with like 3 new songs. So
I'll download it when I walk the dogs.
If that, I've been wearing that one out lately. It's really good. It's Jackyl 30, and
I'm in. But yeah, it's a done. It is an okay record for me. Like I said, the great is great. The bad is worse. So, but,
right.
As a fan, and you and Hoxie went to the show and stuff, it's like, you got to bone up, right? You got to make sure that, and he probably still threw 1 or 2 of those songs off that record in his show just for you, of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think Jackyl is a band that is better live than they are in the studio.
100% better live.
Yes, I agree. Yep. But I mean, that first record was fantastic. I mean, just about everything on it. The only song they didn't play live was "She Loves My Cock."
That's a travesty,
and that is a travesty. I was just like, you did not play that, and you played 9. 60 or 70% of that record, and that's the one they didn't play. But it's
I love that song.
I do too. But yeah, I mean, just they're a damn good live rock band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Southern rock, man. That's good shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what are we picking for next
Well,
week?
let me get my phone out. Let's do it.
Yeah. I didn't do my homework because I was going to have something super cool. And I'm going to go through these little CDs.
Yeah, go through your CDs and pick something. I'll do mine real quick because mine's pretty easy.
Okay.
Jason Reed's gonna hate me.
Oh no.
1997. Faith No More's album of the year. He's never heard it, I guarantee you that, because it is right up his alley. We will be having the discussion next week, and Jason will go, you know what, Patrick? You're absolutely right. It was fantastic. So 1997's album of the year by Faith No More.
Fine.
Fine.
Fine. If I
Fine.
have to.
Jason, you should look forward to it because I'm sure even if you hate it, you'll have lots to say about it.
Oh fuck, you know I will. And I'm gonna want that time back too. So Jonesy, what's yours, buddy? Always looking through the CDs.
Yep. I'm going to throw one out that is not really in this genre. And it's one of my favorite records that I listen to. And I'm just curious because we've not had conversations whether you guys like them or not.
What's that?
Shinedown's Amaryllis.
Okay.
Amaryllis is what it's called?
Uh-huh.
Never heard it.
Amaryllis. Amaryllis.
IS. Okay. I'll check it out. I mean, I know a couple of their songs.
I
know you did a video about them.
This record right here is sort of like your INXS. This record right here practically changed me big time.
Cool.
I'm curious to see
what year was it?
About it. This was like in 2000 and it was after Sound of Madness. So this was like 2012.
2012. All right. I'll check it out for sure.
Cool.
All right, Jason, what are you putting us through?
I'm reaching. Hold on. So for some reason, Discogs updated their page, which it's really more user-friendly, but the shake thing doesn't seem to work right now. So anyway, I was going to give you guys, and we will, this is separate homework. I'm going to do a VK and do a 1 and 1A.
1A?
Yeah. This is just separate, folks, and we'll talk about this someday, but my favorite Queen record is actually their last record, and it's Innuendo.
Okay.
Just because Freddie was on death's door.
I've heard that record. Is this your Innuendo is your pick, or it's your just check it out?
Just check it out.
Yeah.
It's because my pick is we need some glam representation.
Yeah.
Because we strayed last week and you guys came off some other stuff. So my glam pick was one of my albums from my 3-Way Thursday that seemed to come and just disappear. And it's too fucking bad because it came out in, I think, 27, I don't know, 2017. And it just came and I was so excited and I streamed it immediately. The first single was fucking awesome sing-along song. I was like, holy shit, this should have came out in 1990 or 91 and this band would have exploded, but it came out, 30 years later or whatever. The cover's great. The songs are great. It is just a throwback to 89 and it is Pretty Boy Floyd's Public Enemies.
Oh, okay.
You guys see that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, fuck, man. This record is so goddamn good. And yeah, like their second one, whatever.
High School Queen.
This record, that's right. And
Pretty Boy Floyd.
the big single that is just catchy as hell is We Got the Power. It's a great, great record. I want everybody that loves that genre and likes Pretty Boy Floyd and put all all their infighting aside and all that. But it is the album. It should. We've talked about it a lot with other bands that, oh, this should have been their follow-up, or this should have been instead of this. This should have been 1990.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever listened to the demos that they did back then?
Yeah, and
Like Slam
fuck that,
Dunk and things like
could
that.
have been an album too, right? Like at least there's nothing ever going to be better than their debut, but this one's goddamn good. So
Sure.
that is my official pick.
That's
It's
cool.
called Pretty Boy Floyd.
That's Floyd. I love Floyd, and I've got that and I download, but I've not heard it in some time.
Cool.
Yep,
Awesome.
that sounds fantastic. Well, guys, glad we finally got back together. And
Yeah,
hopefully
man,
we'll-
long time. Glad to be here. I always say this to Guru and the bass, but this is actually my favorite hang. So don't say it, because I think I can hear Brian getting up upstairs. So
You're not getting any breakfast now, so
no, he was up late last night on his radio show. So
Yeah,
enjoy
there you go.
this today.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, guys, it's been fun. I will catch you guys next Saturday, and thanks guys for hanging out. Had a ball.
awesome.
Word up, man. We'll see you next Saturday, boys.
Sounds good.
Later, gang. Have a good
Yeah.
weekend.
You too.
Yeah, you
Bye.
guys.